Okay, hello, good morning all. So this class we are learning about the accordion. I'll show the output, what will be the final result of this class. This is called accordion. Here we have, sometime it is also called FAQ, frequently asked questions. Example, here we have accordion, or if you search normal accordion you will find lot of example. Accordion example, here we have section 1, section 2. When we have lot of information, that time you want to just show the headings, other part is hidden, that is called accordion. Then here we have accordion item 1, item 2, like this. And let me explain you what HTML CSS we have written. The folder structure for this is the file name. Over here one spelling mistake is there, it should be practice accordion.html. you can do the changes later. And then this file is here also, I need to put E. Yes, we have this HTML file and also one img folder where we have minus.png and plus.png. Plus is visible when the accordion is collapsed in hidden state. When we click, okay, here currently it is not showing minus because we have not completed the logic. So once we click the heading, that time the content should be visible and instead of plus it should be minus. This is what we are going to implement. And also let me just explain the HTML part, because here the focus is on CSS. We have already done HTML CSS lot of times, but still I'll explain you what HTML CSS we have written for this. Now first we have H1 for the heading. After that HR. What is HR, Shalini? What is HR? This HR horizontal line. HR full form is horizontal rule. Horizontal rule. That is what HR is. That horizontal line. Now in my browser you may see that this comment looks little bit different. Generally, what is the syntax? Exclamation HTML comment. It is bracket, exclamation mark, 2 hyphens. So when I write 2 hyphens, automatically it is 1 hyphen. When I write 2 hyphen, it is automatically showing like this. So just I have added some font family, but syntax is that only the visibility is that different. But generally this is actually 2 hyphens only, but because I did some settings in my system, that's why it is showing in different way, but actually it is 2 hyphens. And if I write see, double equal to generally look separate in when you type it will look like this, but in my system it shows together. If I write 3 equal to, it shows like this. So I added some changes, because of that it is like this. So you have to listen to me also carefully whatever I am saying. So this is done for the heading. Then we have the wrapper. Why wrapper? Because when we go in full screen, there is invisible box according around these headings, around this wrapper accordion, and we can bring them left right easily. If without wrapper it's very difficult. I can enable the background color also for the wrapper. Now you see this yellow color is the wrapper. If you don't put wrapper, then it will be difficult to bring every item in center. You have to target them individually, each item. But this time we target directly wrapper, we give some width and bring it center using margin 0 to no flex. Let me uncomment the color. So first we have the wrapper, then box 1, 2, 3. So 2 boxes. This is whole one box including the heading and the text. This is one box. Inside box we have H2, that is heading 1. Then we have paragraph, this paragraph, and inside heading also we have the plus image and minus image. Minus image is by default I put in the hidden state, display none, because in the beginning it is not visible. Similarly we have 3 boxes, 1 box, 2 box, 3 box. Now let's come to the CSS. We'll start from the top, because we have written in very order. Now it's easy to understand. First we are targeting H1. Shalini, what is H1 in this whole file, in the output? Which is the H1 element?
Heading 1.
Yeah, this accordion, and it is text align center. Okay, only that CSS is there. Now for the wrapper we have max width 500 pixel. It can go below that, but it will not go more than that. You see, it is like reducing the size but not going more than that. That is called max width. We have given margin 30 pixel top, 30 pixel bottom, left right auto, so that we can bring that in center. So the whole accordion wrapper is in center because of margin 0 auto, not 0 auto this time. We have 30 pixel and auto. We can give some padding on left right side also, because now it is almost kind of touching the border. So we can give padding top bottom 0, left right 15 pixel. Yeah, now better. Little bit gap is there from left and right side. Okay, any questions so far? Now we have the box. Box means the heading and the H2 including both. We are giving border on all the sides, and border bottom is none. So this border and this border. So this border and this border. First border is coming from heading bottom, this heading 1, that is H2, and this border is the border bottom of the paragraph. Because when we collapse, that time it is only one header, so paragraph is display none. We are getting only one border. So you can just try this. If you don't put this, then you will see 2 headings will be there, 2 borders will be there. Now you see 2 borders are coming. One is from the box and one is from the paragraph. Paragraph is hidden. One from the box, one from the heading, because heading also have border bottom. That's why we make it border bottom none for the box, so that we can see only one border. Then every box have margin bottom 15 pixel, this gap. Now we come to box H2 and paragraph. This is the H2 heading 1 and this is paragraph. Both have margin 0 auto, because by default headings and paragraphs have margin. You see some extra unnecessary gap is created. For that we remove the margin. And padding is 10 pixel for both heading and the paragraph. Both have padding 10 pixel to create some gap from the borders. And H2 and paragraph both have border bottom 1 pixel solid gray. This heading H2 have this border, paragraph have this border. Clear till this point? Now in H2 we are using flex because we have here the content and the image, and we have to put them left right side. One is on the left, one on the right. So this time flex is required. So in H2 display flex, justify content space between, align item center. These two properties are new. Cursor pointer means when you bring your cursor on these headings H2, then the cursor, instead of this pointer arrow, it becomes a hand, and technical word for this is pointer. You see this cursor is this arrow, then now here it become hand. Hand means it is something clickable. And user select none. When we click very like fast, that time we should not select the text. If I uncheck this, comment out, now see this, sometimes heading is selected. To stop that thing, to stop selecting the heading or these plus symbols, we can use user select none. Now we can select the whole document but except heading text and all these images. Now on H2 hover, you see there is a gray color and active white color, so that we can see this click effect. Image width box H2 image width 16 pixel, whatever on the right side, this width is 16 pixel. If you don't width, then they will come in their natural size. So width is required here. And by default the minus image is display none. We have image, we given the class, two classes, this is plus image and this is minus image. So minus image should be by default display none, because if it is also displaying then it will look like this. This is not correct. So by default minus display none, and paragraph also by default display none. So this we completed the HTML CSS. Any questions here? Shalini, Tushta. Now we will start the JavaScript. In JavaScript I started explaining about the for loop. So let me cover the logic and then reduce the font size a little bit. Okay, so we started with like this. We take all the boxes, document.get elements by class name. Now this time, because we have so many boxes, box, it's very difficult to give the ID, because there can be 100 boxes, 100 accordion, there can be 1000 accordion. If you see in WhatsApp example, I closed it, let me open it again. WhatsApp FAQ. See, these are also FAQ here. There is a plus symbol. If you click, then it is opening. Now here there is no limit how many FAQs will be there. They can add more also later. It now in this case it's difficult to give the ID to individual elements. So we learn how to target using the class name. So we got all the boxes using document.get elements by class name box. How many box we have, Shalini? How many box elements we have? 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3 I give just for the explanation purpose. This 1, 2, 3, but we can remove. This is not required. This is just I give to explain, to show in the console. So we have 3 boxes. When we call this boxes, when we print out boxes and boxes.length, Ruchita, what will be the value? We are targeting document.get elements by class name box. And get all the elements whose class is box. We will get all the elements in the array form. So this box length, what will be the box length? Output. We are here boxes.length, and what is boxes? Here the variable. What value it have? It have all the elements which are having class name box. So what will be the length of this? Shalini? Length means how many boxes we have?
3.
So simply it is 3 only. Why thinking so much? We have the boxes, and when we use this dot length, it will give the value. Here is console. We reload. So here is the 3 answer. boxes dot length is 3. And let me comment all this. Now here we have, you see, this is an array. This is box 1, box 2, box 3. This is the value coming from when we console boxes. It will give array. This thing is an array. Any questions till this point? So, okay, if any questions, you can discuss later further with each other, and also when you practice this, you will understand. Now, simply here we are targeting by class name. If you target by ID, then it's easy to, let me give ID here, ID heading. How to target this? We will create one variable, let heading element is equal to document dot get element by ID. Shalini, what is the ID of the H1? So it took so much time to tell. Only one H1 is there. So we got the heading element. Now when you print heading element, what it will show? It will show this H1, our H1 element. Save this. See here, it is showing H1 which is having ID heading. But instead of ID, we are using class name here. Because every box, we don't know how many boxes we are going to have. We can't give ID to all of them. That is why we are targeting by the class name. What is the class name on all box? Right? So we are targeting with that particular class box. And because we have multiple items, that's why it will give an array. If you remember, in array we can have multiple items. So arrays, you have to either create separate variables, or you can put everything into one array like this, all the names. Now in this example, all the elements are coming into this form, but here instead of the name, we are getting here box 1, box 2, box 3. So this is what we learned. What are the arrays? Now this box is actually, the final value of this box is something like this only, equal to array. This is box 1, box 2 and box 3, like this. Box 1, box 2 means this whole div, 1 div, 2 div and 3rd div. Now it's more clear. And how to target box 1? Using boxes, then bracket 0. This is how we target the array. Here we are targeting student array 3rd, means Shalini, 0, 1, 2, 3. Using the array syntax, we can target any box. Let me just comment out these things for your reference. And now because it is a array, we can run the loop. And how to find the length? Using boxes dot length, and this value will be 3. And let me write here, this boxes value will be something like this. Box 1, box 2, box 3. If you see here, we have box 1, box 2, box 3. Is that clear? And boxes dot length is 3. If I duplicate one box, then value will become 4. Here you see there is a 3 value, this 3. Let me duplicate one box, and this time value is 4. And here also you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is showing 3 because I have not changed this value 3, 3 because I duplicated, but we have 4 boxes. Now we got all the boxes into boxes variable, and we have to run the loop. So what is the for loop? Let I equal to 0 starting from 0 and go till the length of the array. Whatever is the array, go till that much. Then I plus plus, this is the or always remain, generally plus plus is there. Now why we are talking about taking boxes dot length? Because you can change the box anytime. You can duplicate more, you can remove some box, so it should be dynamic. Otherwise you can write here 3 also. So go from 0, 1, 2, because 3 times. Let me remove this. So this for loop is starting from 0 going till 2, because 2 is less than 3. It will not go to 3 because 3 is not less than 3. So in array it will be 0, then 1 and then 2. So 3 times it run. And here also in the inspect bar, if you see, it should go to that many times only. So 0 targeting box 1, 1 targeting box 2 and 2 targeting box 3. But the problem is when I add one more box, that time also it will go to only 0, 1, 2, because here I fix the value 3. That is why instead of this 3 we will put boxes dot length. Now it's clear why boxes dot length is there, because whenever you add any item, remove any item, you don't have to change the JavaScript much. It will be dynamic based on the HTML. Any questions? Now let's go next. Once we run the first loop, when I is 0, so every time I need to get the heading element. So heading element, let me comment out this. So heading element of this particular box. How to target the first box? Using boxes I. This is how I can target first box, because initially I is 0. So when I write boxes I, this means this is the first box. When the loop run again, that time it will be box 1. When again, then box 2.
So can we target like box 0 instead of box I?
Yeah, you can target, but then it will be fixed. Every time it will target only the first box. If it is run 10 times, 15 times, 100 times, always it will target only the first one. But we want to apply the same logic to every box. That's why here also we have to make it box I. So you can think of this is box 0, 0, 0 initially, because initially I is 0. So your eyes is looking at I, but it should be 0. Just think like it is a box 0. So it is a box 0, and then you want to target the H2 inside this H2. How we can target? Using query selector H2. So you have the element box 0, and then you are targeting H2, and you are saving in variable heading element. So you target the box 1, box 0, you target the H2. Query selector means the CSS selector. So we are targeting H2 and saving in the heading element. We are targeting, then we are going to the box 0 and targeting P and saving in paragraph element. So we are getting 2 variables, and then we are targeting heading element because we want to apply this click effect on the headings, on every heading. We want click effect. So we are targeting this particular heading, adding the event click, and then we are making paragraph element style display equal to blog. Whatever this particular box 0 paragraph is there, when we click that heading element, that particular paragraph will be display block. Clear? And let me comment this part. Now it is for box 0. If you put here box I 0, 0, but you have to do the same thing for next one also. That's why we put I here, right, Rusta?
Yes, sir.
So you can help Shalini, like after finishing this assignment, Vishal? I know because you are not attended last class, so it may be. But if you do this 1-2 times, then automatically you will get. You have to type this by yourself. It needs some time. Now here few things are remaining. When we click, now what is happening? Some error is there. What error? Heading element is not defined. Where is the heading element? Oh, I am using console here. Now when I click heading, then this plus is still plus. It should be minus. So what we can do is I can target plus and minus image also. So Ruchita, can you help me? In this particular box, I am targeting H2 and paragraph. Can I target our plus image and minus image?
Yeah, sir.
Let because it's better to write plus image equal to or plus image element equal to boxes I dot query selector. Yeah, this time the problem is we have two images. So this time we have plus image and also the minus image. So when you write image, it will always select the first image. So we have to use class. That's why we give the class here dot plus and class minus. If you target by image, you can't target both of them separately. So you have to use here because it's a class, you have to use dot plus. And for minus, we can use minus image element minus like this. Here you can target directly by the tag because there is only one tag, but we have two images. We can't target with simple image selector. It's same like CSS. If you write image then some property, it will go to both of them. But if you use dot plus dot minus, it will target only particular that one. Now simply it's very simple now. This plus image on the click you have to hide still style dot display is equal to none. And let me duplicate the block. Minus image you have to make display block. So plus image you have to hide, minus image you have to show. Save this and now click, see the magic, minus. Instead of plus it is showing minus, and here also minus. So this is how accordion are created. And now when we click again, it is not hiding because we have not written that logic. So for that, how we can check whether it is we have to hide or not? What we can do is instead of this, maybe we can add active class on the box. Now the problem is it's difficult to check whether it is hidden or visible, whether our accordion is open or not, because we directly change the CSS for all of them. Paragraph display block, plus image display none, minus image display block. So we are like changing everything all together. Instead of this, what we can do, we can add just one class to the box, and based on that class we can change the whole the property in CSS. So I'll comment all of this and just add target our box 0, that is I, and add class list. This also we learned in the previous classes how to add some class, and then add, and let's add active class. Once we click the heading element, we go to that particular box and we add active class.
So can we give this class name in CSS?
Now we have to give, yeah, because now in CSS there is no active, nothing is there, it will not do anything. It simply, if you check this, inspect, now you see box 1, when I click on heading 1, so box 1 have active class now, because here we are targeting that particular box, adding class active, but nothing changes because we have not written any CSS. If I click heading 2, now heading 2 active. So we'll write now CSS in box Now it's very simple. You can directly target with the CSS. If box is active, then target the paragraph and make it display block. Clear? If box is active, because paragraph by default it is none. This part is clear. Let me write this at the end. All the active state. See here, paragraph is by default display none. Now here I write, if box is active, then paragraph will be display block. And what else we have to change? We have to change for minus image also. I'll do here comma. If box is active, then minus image, that is minus, that will also be block. And but the plus image, that will be hidden, display none. See, we did everything with CSS now. No need to write JavaScript for every object, every element. Now save this and click on this. See, again the same result, because this time it is coming based on the active class. Click here, click here. So this whole CSS is now working.
So can we hide that outer?
Yes, we will now write the logic for that. That is why I write the active class now. Now to hide, how can you think of some logic how to hide? So in the JavaScript everything is logic.
Yes, sir. We can target para and style display none.
First we have to check whether it is visible or not, because if it is already hidden, you have to tell some condition to the JavaScript that okay, it is showing, you have to hide now. It is hidden, you have to show now. How we can do that? That is why I added active class here, so that now I can check whether this element have class or not. If active class is there, then we have to hide. If it is not there, then we have to show. So means we will write simply if condition. If here condition is, now how to check whether active class is there or not? We check using boxes, that particular box class list dot contains active, and here we write if else condition, if else. So the condition is if the box class have active, then we will remove the active class, else we will add the active class. So here it will be remove, done, that's it. So if this particular, wherever we are clicking, if this box have active class, then remove it. If no active class, then add it. Save, click, now see the magic. Nice. So because we were writing lot of JavaScript that time, and with this logic it is very difficult to apply the same thing, because now we are targeting with the active class. It's very simple, we can check whether it is showing or not, and we can do all the things. So this is where we completed all our accordion example. Now it is your turn to practice this, and you have to write this code 2-3 times, not only just one time. Only then it will go to your mind, like this is the logic, and like this you have to work on 15-20 projects. Then you will get confident in that you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all three things. Yes. Shalini, I am saying again, Ruchita, if you want to get that confident, you have to write this code 2-3 times while understanding each line. Wherever doubt is there, write the console line, console.log, print that line. That is how we learn JavaScript, using console.log. Whenever you have doubt, just simply console.log, what is that particular value. See here, I did so many console logs initially to explain you, console.log, console.log, console.log. So you have to do all these things. And now when I add any box, you don't have to think about JavaScript. Simply I'll duplicate, and because JavaScript is written in such a way, it will work everywhere. See, because we are using loop, we are using box length. You don't have to think about JavaScript at all. Nice. Okay, great. I'll pause the recording. Any questions,
No, sir.
Shalini?